Well, Kelly. Let's get rid of that. Get that chat moved. There we go. Alright, so get our project launched, survival horror. Project browser is launched. Survival horror project open. Make sure I window capture. No, it's null. Take that off. We're gonna do a display capture. Down. How's that? Good? CL19, you good? And we'll be going over the player hunger system. We'll be going over the player hunger system. Once the project is loaded. 9, I think 10 o'clock. I think we're going 10 o'clock, I think. Can't remember. Can't remember. But we're going over the player hunger system. How the player hunger system functionality works. We'll be adding variables. And we'll go from there. Later on, we're going to set up the in-game screen. And should be launching anytime soon. Yeah, I got my 2 Grand Theft Autos that need to be edited. Oh my god. They're so good, right? Alright, there we go. Survival Horror 4.17.2 should be launching. It might take a few minutes to load. I did print out the code for the player hunger system, so I don't need to go back. By the end of this tutorial, I'm going to go back on Grand Theft Auto for 30 minutes, and after this live stream I'm going to do with Country Lover 19, who is in the chat, I'll be back again with more GTA. Excuse me. The next Unity tutorial will be Monday, which will be covering the Unity Asset Store. Shit. In the next Unreal Engine 4 tutorial, we'll be covering the player stamina system, functionality, get our players to sprint, so we're waiting for our project editor to launch. Make sure I tweet this out. I'm talking about going to Busch Gardens next year for Hollow Screen. 39% loading. For 5%, it's loading. Oh, shit, it's set for 10. Also, I got a live stream set for the 21st, which is tomorrow. And it's going to be about the future of the channel and a new video schedule. Hilarious. He's not even funny. And this in my hand right here, I got the printed player sprint player hunger functionality. Make sure we get people who come in. If you have not launched your project yet, make sure you open up your Unreal Engine project browser, click on your project, and open it. Your editor should launch. If you have not seen my Unreal Engine 4 tutorials playlist, there's a playlist on my channel. All you gotta do is search it. Go to my channel, search for Unreal Engine 4 tutorials. I'll put it in the chat here. God. You know what? What if I exit out Chrome? That should help a little. Exit out browser. File Explorer. That should help a little. That should be boosting. By the end of this live stream, I'm gonna take this down and edit it, because it takes a while for why is it Alright, let's go back. Actually, out of the fucking Photoshop. I want to see the fucking percentage is at. Oh my god, this fucking piece of shit. There we go. Definitely taking the string down and edit it. I should have done some video. This is going to be a live stream of this and an edited version. Alright, let's see. I'm looking over the player hunger system that we're going to cover today. This is an Unreal Engine 4 tutorial number 4. That's in the series. Alright, it's now launching the project. Alright, so later on, right towards the end of the series, where we gonna set up our player hunger, I'll explain that when we get into it, into the player hunger system. I will provide some UI assets for y'all to download for free from my game dev website. Alright, this should come out pretty soon. Alright, get rid of this. Come on. There we go. Light source. Restore now. What we did the last time. Oh, we were in the third person character. Oh, that's where we need to go. So we need to find an empty space. VR. We're not doing VR, so that can be deleted. Right. Compile. Save. Right now, once your project is launched, open up your third. I'll show you where to go to your third person character. Once this is finished saving, go to content browser, go to there's third person BP on the blueprints. Third person BP, blueprints, open up your third person character. Go to your event graph, find some empty space. First we're gonna create a variable. Give this the name player hunger. And for the variable type, we're going to change this to an integer because we're doing numbers. Compile that. And the default player hunger value, it's going to be set to 100. What the fuck happened? Set that to 100. That's going to be the default value. And compile that. And hit save. And now in your empty space, right click. Write in event tick. What the fuck happened? The coding overloaded. Settings. I never done that. Outputs. Oh, you motherfucker. Set this to 300. It's not overloading, damn it. Within our event tick, for every tick, it's gonna drop either the player has enough hunger to stay alive or not. So first we're gonna do is run a brunch to check whether or not the player has enough hunger let's see if the player has enough stamina. So check out condition, type in integer is greater than 1. Our B node is going to be 1. Then click and drag and get the player hunger. Hook it up to our A type. Our false value is where it's going to pause the game and is where it's going to be our end screen. If it's true, it's going to take away, go drag out our true value. We're going to enter the delay. You can mess around with the delay. How long you want to set. You want to set how much you want to take away from the player hunger when you want the player to die. So I'm going to set this for 2 seconds, for example. Then we're going to take the player hunger, check it out, set it, and hook it up to the completed. And we're going to drag out the player hunger. We're going to type in integer minus integer, and we're going to get our player hunger and hook it up. And we're just going to take away 1 for each time. When the player reaches 0 and doesn't have enough hunger, and this is where we can set it up. For false, set game paused, and we're going to check it for true. Now if we compile this and save it, now if we go to our viewport right here, if we click play, oh, you know what? We should add a print string. Should have added a print string. On escape. Let's see where we're going to put it. Right. Print string. That's where we're going to, no. That's where we want it. Now here, print string. At the same game paused. I'm going to type in you died. Compile that now. Test it out. Press play again. Oh god. And see on our left we got the numbers counting down. Every 2 seconds it will take away 1 for each time from the hunger. So we'll go back in here and we're going to change the delay to 0.3 seconds. Compile that now and press play. Now we can see it goes down a little bit faster. Let's see what reaches at 0 now. Let it get to 0. Let's run around. Right, 35, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it says you died. So that works. So since that works, if the player does not have enough stamina, this is where we're going to create the widget. Create widget, check out from set game pause, create widget. This is where we're going to set our widget, add to viewport. To create a widget, right click our blueprints folder, go to user interface, widget blueprint, give us a name, game over underscore widget, open it up, it will give us this what we can get, and now we're going to drag in an image. That should be an image. This will be a background. Get this over here. Our anchor part should be the full screen. Come on, damn it. Have it 1920 by 1080. Nope. There we go. Check it out. And we're going to go to the color and opacity and change this to black. Could be any color you want. And we're going to go up here. Let's add some text. Add text block. Make sure you anchor it, otherwise it's just going to float. And I'm talking about you float too. And we're going to align this. Our text block. We're going to type, you died. Our font, go to appearance, go to font, give it a reasonable size, like about between 50 to 72. Maybe around 80. Now compile that, save, go over here to our create widget, select class, game over widget, compile, save, go over delay, type in 0.2 seconds, compile that, and now we're going to re-add the print string to this and see how it goes. From our set player hunger, add a print string. Let's see. Now we compile and we'll play. See how this works. Just let it run down and it should work. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there you go. You died. And 30. And it's 10 o'clock my time. Alright, so we got all that working. So that works. Alright, do it. Add to viewport. Check it out. Uncheck context sensitive. Search for set mouse. Set show mouse cursor. Set that to true. Target. Get player. Controller. And compile that. And now, click and drag over these, give it a comment, name it player hunger. Also for the delay, we don't want the player to die too quickly, because that's not what players want to see, the player die too quickly. Give it a reasonable duration, like about maybe 3 to 10 seconds. For me, I'm going to set it for 7 seconds. For reasonable, that'll be a reasonable. I'm going to compile, save it, and that should be. Now we're going to save everything, save selected, and that is our player hunger system. If you want to leave the print strings in here, you can leave it in here, but later on in the series, towards the end, we're going to get rid of these print strings, because we don't want the player to see any print strings. So we're gonna leave the print strings in here for till end the series. In our next tutorial, we'll be going over UI and the HUD to our player, and we're going over stamina. Our next Unreal Engine 4 tutorial will be our stamina functionality. I save all of this, build line review, build line only. That is the player hunger system in Unreal Engine 4. So once this live stream goes to processing, and once it's fully in video, I'm going to take this down, edit it, and re-upload it. I'm not sure how many views it's going to get, but once I edit it, re-upload it, I'm going to set the live stream one to private, so you'll get the edited version. So this is where I am going to leave it. So now you guys got familiar with the player hunger system. If you're just now joining in, if you miss it, once it's done processing, goes video, you can rewatch it and see what happens, but I will re-upload an edited version. So this is where I'm going to leave it off. I'm signing out. I'm going to go play some more GTA for a little bit and do another live stream. So thank you guys very much for joining in. I'll see you guys on GTA and another live stream. Sign out.